Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maddie and today I am very excited to do this video for you because it is my birthday book haul. My birthday is the first week of March and it should hopefully surprise no one that what I receive for my birthday, what I buy with the money I receive for my birthday is books. And I've been waiting to do this video because I did pre-order a book that finally came in today and I'm so excited. So now I can go over with everyone all the books that I got for my birthday this year. It's a little crazy, but that is okay. The first two books that I got, I'm actually considering a gift for my husband because I got them in New York when we went in February, and I was supposed to be on a book buying ban, but he kind of okayed me to get the books that I would never be able to get in Canada. So, the first book I got was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the US edition. I slowly want to get all of the US hardcovers because one, I love the covers, and two, it's actually kind of interesting to read them because being in Canada, we still have the UK editions of the books, so we get things like Jumper and bin, like garbage bin and stuff like that, and they've actually changed it in the US version, so it says sweater and garbage can and stuff like that, so it's kind of interesting for me to read and see the little subtle differences. Plus, it is my goal to one day own 1 billion copies of Harry Potter, so I'm well on my way. The next book from my husband is so beautiful. It is the beautiful Barnes & Noble edition of Phantom of the Opera. And I love Phantom of the Opera. I am a little bit obsessed with Phantom of the Opera. So this is Phantom of the Opera and Other Gothic Tales, and it has the beautiful gold edging and a nice little ribbon in there, and it's just so pretty. I couldn't leave without it. Just the cover alone, it definitely has a very special spot on my bookshelf now. Now this next book I bought as a present to myself because it came out on March 3rd and my birthday was the next day. It finally came in the mail today and I'm so excited. But it's Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, the beautiful first edition, collector's edition, with this beautiful illustration inside, and then the at the back of the book is a special story that's only in this collector's first edition. I have to read this. I'm right in the middle of another book, so as soon as I put that book down, because I'm really liking the other book, which I will talk about in the next couple minutes. But I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, this is a continuation of Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter series. It actually follows the descendants of all the characters in not the Dark Artifice, the Infernal Devices. It follows the children of the characters in the Infernal Devices, so it is set in London, and it is in the 1800s? I can't quite remember what year this is set in. 1897 is what I see when I open the book. So it is set back in time, but I loved the Infernal Devices. It is probably my favorite series by Cassandra Clare, so I'm really excited to jump back into those characters and follow the storylines of their kids. But hi, Ginny. Oh, say hi, Ginny. Apparently we're going to do this with Ginny now. So the rest of the books that I hauled this month are from Book Outlet, and I love Book Outlet. It is probably my favorite place to buy books if I can't go into a physical store because there's so many options and they're so cheap. It's so amazing. So my next giant box of books is from Book Outlet that I purchased using a promo code I had from them, and then they had buy 3 get the 4th free, and I also had some birthday money to spend, so it just went all into one big Book Outlet order. So the first book I want to talk about is The Book of Speculation by Erika Swyler. This is the one that I'm actually currently reading that I don't want to put down yet. It is a debut novel. I'm really enjoying it. Winslow, you don't like reading. I'm sitting on the floor because I have so many books and now I'm attacked by dogs. It's a debut novel by Erika Swyler, and it is about a family that has had some tragic things happen in the past. So, the best summary I can give is this man, Simon. His mother was a circus performer, and she made her living by being a circus mermaid, so she could hold her breath underwater for 11 minutes. And then one day, his mother walked into the ocean that surrounds his house, left him and his little sister, and drowned, which is very weird for a person who makes their living by being a circus mermaid. And now a mysterious book has shown up on Simon's doorstep that kind of tells a story about all the women in his family mysteriously drowning, and his younger sister, is about to come up to that age, and now he has to try and figure out how to save his little sister. And I started it yesterday. I'm about 40 pages in, and I'm really liking the writing. It's very well thought out, and the characters have, I'm invested. I'm only 40 pages in, and I'm very invested. So hopefully I will finish this book in the next couple days. The next book I'm pulling out of this big box of books is Little Woman, the Paper Mills Classic Edition. I do not own a copy of Little Woman before this. I have not read Little Women, believe it or not. So when this copy came out and it was on Book Outlet, I had to get it because it's just so pretty. I mean, with the fan and the gloves, and the fact that this cover is like a soft, flimsy cover but not a paperback, and I wasn't passing this up. So now I have a copy of Little Women. I can read Little Women, and then I can go see the movie because I've heard fantastic things about this new adaptation, and I can't watch the movie before reading the book. That's just not who I am, so now I have to read the book. The next book I'm pulling out of this box is The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. So this just sounded really interesting to me. So it's about a writer who is recluse. She's written, I think, 12 fantastic tales, and then she went kind of reclusive and nobody's seen her since. And then this writer is coming to write her biography, and while writing the biography, she discovers the lost 13th tale of, as I said, a dog's tail went in the frame. The lost 13th tale of this writer, and mysterious things start happening. It sounded right up my alley. It sounded super interesting, so. Dog, get your butt out of my frame. Come on. Move it. Thank you. The next 3 books I hauled are all by Brittany Cavallaro, and they're the Charlotte Holmes novels. So, A Study in Charlotte, The Last of August, and A Case for Jaimie. So these follow the descendants of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in modern day. So James Watson is the great-great-great-grandson of Dr. Watson, and then Charlotte Holmes is the great-great-great-granddaughter of Sherlock Holmes. And they get into kind of modern day cases when in the first book, A Study in Charlotte, people at their boarding school, people are being murdered the same way as old Sherlock Holmes cases. I have actually read all these. I listened to them on audio and I loved them. I had to get them for my shelves. I am missing the last one because I like it when my series are matching in the type of book, the covers they have. So I am holding off on the 4th one until it is released in paperback, but these are on Book Outlet and it was perfect. So I really enjoyed these. I thought that it was a very interesting modern take on the Sherlock Holmes, and I liked that they didn't go too far from the essence of Sherlock Holmes. You still have hard-hitting topics, and you still have really interesting mysteries and how they're solved, and of course there's the writing aspect of Jaimie writing everything that Charlotte's doing, and I recommend these. I would read them. I did find the 3rd book got a little slow for me, but it definitely redeemed itself in the 4th book, and I thoroughly enjoyed the series. So the next two books in this box is A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn, and then the second book in that series, A Perilous Undertaking by Deanna Raybourn. These are part of the Veronica Speedwell mysteries, and I don't know too much about them, but the cover really pulled me in, and it's set in the 1800s, and it's a woman who is a butterfly hunter and ends up finding herself in these interesting mysteries, and she solves them. I don't have too much else to say about them because I haven't read them. They just sounded really interesting, so I picked them up. The next book I grabbed was Seafire by Natalie C. Parker. Again, another cover by, didn't know too much, but lady pirates? Yeah, but do I really need to say anything more than lady pirates? Next book I got is Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis, and this is because I read Girl Wash Your Face and loved it. It actually, a lot of the things from those books really changed my outlook and how I was dealing with certain situations in my life, and I took some of it into consideration, and it really helped. And I wanted to read this, but I just never got around to buying it, so when it was on Book Outlet for a really good price, I grabbed it, and looking forward to diving into this one and seeing what other wisdom Rachel Hollis can give me. Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. I have heard so many amazing things about this book. If you don't watch Emma Book's YouTube channel, you definitely should, but she raved about this in multiple videos, and it sounds really interesting. It's about a boy who is moved with his family, and he ends up going to a Christian school. The only thing is, he is an atheist, and he doesn't really feel like he fits in anywhere in this Christian school until he meets this group of kids who also feel like they don't fit into the norms of this Christian school. Either they're gay or transgender. They make up this group called Heretics Anonymous, and slowly it's decided that maybe the rest of the school should be more open-minded, and it's supposed to be super funny and really in-depth characters, so I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. I grabbed Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, mainly because I bought Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson a while ago, and this is the second book in the duology, I believe, and I haven't read the first one, but it was a really good price, and I've heard good things about it, so I figured I may as well just pick up the sequel while I was buying books and making an order. So this is going on my shelf to read. I don't know when, but I mean, even just this spine to have on my shelf is just beautiful, so I don't regret it. Almost done. Almost done. The next book I grabbed is Damsel by Elana K. Arnold. Now, the cover was what made me first look at this book, but then when I was reading the synopsis, I was really interested. So, part of a prince's right is to go into a forest when the king dies and save a damsel in distress from a dragon and bring it back to the kingdom. And this prince goes and saves his damsel, and it turns out there's a lot more to the damsel's story than just a dragon, and she has no memory of what came before she was captured by the dragon. So it sounds like it'll be a really neat fantasy book about the backstory between this right and how it started. Hi, Ginny. Come on, I'm almost done. Ugh. Okay, so the last two books I got is Wicked Like a Wildflower by Lana Popovic and Fierce Like a Firestorm by Lana Popovic. So this is a duology, and I believe it follows two sisters. Yeah, two sisters who are born with a gleam, a unique way of manipulating beauty through magic. But they're not allowed to tell anybody that they have this gleam because it's not something that their mother wants anybody to know that her children can do. So it follows the two sisters as, I guess, they're growing up and learning how to deal with stuff like this. I may be wrong. It's been a little bit since I read the The summaries. Let's go summaries. It's been a while since I've read the summaries for these books, so I really don't know anymore what they're all about. But the covers, I did a lot of cover buying for this month, are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to have them on my shelf. And they're hardcovers. I love myself a good hardcover. I'm not a big softcover fan. Thanks for listening to me ramble about the books I got for my birthday and my March book haul, I guess. I wanted to do a book haul for a while, but because I was on a book buying ban, I didn't really buy any books. That's a lie. I definitely bought some books, but I wasn't supposed to. But that's for another time. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a good day. Say bye, Ginny. Bye.